Hello and welcome. This will be a reading for Cancer for mid-April 2023. Welcome to the table, Cancer. I have pre-shuffled the cards, but I will shuffle them again. Today's reading will be a 3-card spread, with each of those 3 cards having 2 clarifying cards. All the cards will come from the one deck, and all the cards will be in the upright position. I hope you enjoy the autumn foliage and the rose. They're from my garden. Everything is looking very beautiful. And the last little bit of warmth, although today is quite cold. Okay. Can definitely feel winter approaching today. I hope you're feeling spring in the Northern Hemisphere. So that's something to look forward to. Here we go. First card out. The Empress, 3 of Pentacles, and the 7 of Swords. Okay. On the bottom of the deck, we have the 2 of Cups. Okay, here we've got the Empress, so divine feminine energy. Very fertile, very positive, very creative. As you can see, a baby. So a mother, a wife. It can apply to a mother and children. But as you can see, highly positive and fertile creative energy. So the divine feminine here is the first card on the table. Very bountiful and fruitful and very productive. Okay, here we have got the 3 of Pentacles. Now the 3 of Pentacles is about collaboration, perhaps earning money from a project that you are undertaking. So this can be studies or learning, perhaps with the potential for future earnings. It can also be about commencing a project, say something where you've been doing your creative art, something that you're quite enthusiastic about and that you're hoping will turn a profit at some stage in the future. So definitely a learning, it's aimed at the future, okay? So somewhere where you're investing in your future. Here we've got the 7 of Wands. This is quite an unusual card to have on the table with these 3 cards. It sort of doesn't make sense. It's a little bit of treachery or trickery, being deceived somehow. I'm not quite sure how that plays in. It is quite an unusual card to have on the table with these other cards. So I'll just put it out there. Usually treachery, betrayal, trickery, somebody stealing, lying, cheating, any one of those things. Quite a strange card to have on the table. It doesn't seem to mesh in with these others. And here we have the 2 of Cups. So this can be the beginnings of love. It can also be doing something that you love doing, but it can be, just a new relationship, the commencement of a relationship, meeting someone and being very attracted to them, and hoping that this relationship will blossom into something better and bigger. Let's clarify these cards. I'm a little bit disturbed by this card as to why it's there. Okay. This Empress card is a lovely card to have on the table. Very, very joyful card. Bountiful, prosperous, beautiful, fertile, creative. All of those things. Okay. 10 of Cups. Lovely card. And the World. Wow, closing off of a cycle. Let's have a look at this 3 of Pentacles. Okay, 3 of Wands. Oh, that's good. That's good. What have we got here? The Tower. Okay, a bit of a shock. Put that there. Okay, oh, maybe this is starting to tie in more with this card. It just felt very random, but now it's not feeling quite so random. Seven of Pentacles and Judgment. Okay. All right. Okay, we've got the Ten of Cups. So this can be happiness, joyfulness. It's usually connected to families and multiple people, so happiness amongst the family. This can be, this is showing a still, so perhaps you've been through some difficult times in the past, and that's all being clarified and purified, and some happiness, some happy times coming in. So it does look like there's been some difficulty in the past, perhaps it's need to be burnt off, and now you're moving into much happier times and more joyful expression. So it's been distilled, the energy's been purified, the difficulties are gone, the struggles are over. It does look like, and I was immediately drawn to this big wave here on the corner, so this is this overwhelming difficulties that have rolled over you perhaps, but it looks like a cycle is closing off. So this is quite an auspicious card to have in your reading, saying that you've given everything you can to that part of your life, and that is now moving on, and this will be closing off soon. But it does look like you've given a lot of energy to that card, a lot of emotional energy, I think. Now I have this card here, this card of, as I say, creativity, perhaps looking towards the future, something you'd like to do, where you can earn your money. And here it does look like you want to broaden your horizons. It does look like you're ready to make that commitment to go forward. This is quite a good card of expansion. Again, this is looking to the horizon. This one here is looking to the horizon, and this is the expansion process. So you've actually left that spot, travelled onto the water, and there you are, ready to take that journey. So that is quite a beautiful energy there, and you're going with it, which is a lovely energy. Right at the bottom of that we have this tower, and again we've got this reference to this still, as you can see here. So there you can see the still on top of the tower there. So it's like, as you can see, squeezing the last bit of juice out of this emotional still. Okay, and this is where things change. Lightning has struck that still, it's cracked it, it's not going to produce anything anymore. And that is exactly what I was saying here about this world card. You've given it everything you've got, there's nothing more to get from that cycle, it's finished. So that may come as a little bit of a shock to you, but it may just be part of the change that's happening to you. So definitely you're moving into a new cycle. Don't be alarmed with this card. It may not be something drastic or sudden. It's just indicating that it's confirming that this last bit of energy has been squeezed from this cycle. Now we have got the Seven of Pentacles. This is normally taking a pause and reflecting on what you've been doing on the worldly basis. So it's kind of like how you've been earning your money, what have you been putting your energy into, do you want to continue with what you've been doing? Somehow there is some trickery or deception here. Now that can be self-deception as well, where you deceive yourself as to what you maybe deceive yourself that you're happy, you've been doing a job that maybe hasn't been fulfilling you inside, but you keep saying, yes, this is a great job. Maybe the pay is good, maybe the conditions are good, but there's something missing. There is some sort of deception here, something that's not quite right. Let's just put it that way. Something's not quite right. And it looks like perhaps you're having a think about it, because I think you're becoming aware that something's not quite right. Here we've got the Judgment call. So this is a call to action for you, a second chance, a resurrection, to come away from this tower moment, from this end of this cycle, and start again to grow something new. And that's exactly what's shown here. This is where you're growing something new, putting your energy into making a commitment, hoping for financial success and reward from that in the later days. It looks like you've been bold enough to take that step. It may come as a bit of a shock, because particularly if you've given up financial security for that to follow this new learning and this new creative project, it can come as a bit of a shock suddenly when your finances are reduced. But this card is a second chance at life. Okay, so it's quite a nice card to have there, because as you can see from the skull, there are new things growing from the seeds that you've planted. You will later on harvest, and again there's 3 stalks there, so you're getting the repetition of the 3. You've got the 3 of Wands, the 3 of Pentacles, and here are the three grain heads ready for harvest once you put that energy in, and once you start again and make that commitment. Now you're hoping that this is going to give you a new sense of life and going to fill your heart and make you feel happy. So I'm not quite sure whether this is a relationship that is coming to an end. It feels like an emotional ending here, and then at the same time it feels like a commitment to a new project. So I have to say I have a little bit of not concerned, but I'm a little bit confused as to why this card is here, because as I say, is it that you found somebody new, or that you're newly committed and enjoying very much this project that you are putting your energies into? So only you will know what that is, Cancer. But definitely there's 2 cards here, actually 3 cards here, 1, 2, 3. So a lot of number 3, so pushing forward. You've got 3 cards here that are talking about endings, sudden changes, and new beginnings. And this is a second chance at life in a new, different way. So enjoy that, go with it. You've obviously made that decision, and you can see the red heart in the middle here on the 7 of Pentacles. Follow your heart. You've obviously chosen to follow your heart. And this in this case, perhaps it's doubts. Maybe these are all your doubts. You know, don't be overcome by your doubts and your fears. These can be doubts and fears and worries as well. Normally it would be trickery and lies and deceit, but it can also be all your doubts. You know, you're sort of dropping the sword whenever you overthink things. Maybe overthinking. If you think too much about what you're doing and what you've left behind, then you become a bit fearful. But it looks, to a certain extent, as though you've really had no choice. It's been something that's just been calling you and calling you. So go with it, Cancer. It does look like this card is quite a positive card. So it does look like you are embracing this change and going with it. And already it looks like you're making some inroads. And don't be alarmed with this card here. You've squeezed the last little bit out of what it was before. So it's finished, it's over, and it's done with. Thank you very much for watching, Cancer. I do hope it's helped. I hope it's clarified something for you. But like I say, you've definitely come to the end of something, and a new beginning is definitely on the cards for you. So if you've committed to something already, it looks like you've made the right choice. Thank you very much for watching. Bye for now.